Ambassador Velthra had spent 5 years studying human diplomatic behavior, convinced she understood their species' peculiar aversion to armed conflict. Her analysis suggested humans were simply more evolved than other galactic civilizations, a peaceful people who had transcended their violent origins through cultural development. The siege of Proxima Station would prove her catastrophically wrong. The research facility orbited the red dwarf Proxima Centauri, housing the galaxy's most comprehensive xenological archives and 1,200 researchers from 37 different species. When the hegemony of Keth decided the station contained intelligence valuable enough to justify an unprovoked military assault, they deployed their third fleet, 800 warships armed with quantum disruptors and planet-cracking ordnance. The station's automated distress beacon reached Coalition space within hours, but the nearest military response fleet was 11 days away at maximum hyperspace velocity. The hegemony commanders calculated they would have 9 days to extract the archives and eliminate all witnesses before facing any organized resistance. They had failed to account for the human research vessel Curiosity, conducting routine stellar observations 2 light hours from Proxima Station. Captain Sarah Martinez received the distress signal while reviewing spectral analysis data from the star's coronal mass ejections. Her ship carried a crew of 43 scientists and engineers, equipped with sensor arrays and sample collection equipment. The Curiosity possessed no weapons systems beyond basic defensive screens. "Captain," reported Navigator Chun, his voice tight with controlled tension, "the hegemony fleet is demanding unconditional surrender from the station. They're threatening to execute all personnel if their demands aren't met within 6 hours." Martinez studied the tactical display showing the impossible odds. 800 military vessels against a defenseless research station. 1,200 civilians facing execution or worse. Coalition reinforcements days away. Her crew waited in absolute silence as she processed the situation. What they couldn't know was that Martinez was making calculations that went far beyond military mathematics. "Engineering," she announced finally. "Prepare for emergency power transfer to all systems. Navigation, plot a direct course for Proxima Station. Communications, transmit a message to the hegemony fleet commander." The bridge crew exchanged glances. Dr. Yates, the expedition's xenobiologist, voiced what everyone was thinking. "Captain, we're a research vessel. We can't engage 800 warships." Martinez turned toward the main display, her expression shifting into something that triggered instinctual fear responses among the non-human crew members. "Dr. Yates, you're absolutely right. We can't engage 800 warships and expect to survive." She activated the ship-wide communication system. "All hands, this is the captain. We have received a distress call from Proxima Station. 1,200 civilians are under threat of execution by hegemony forces. Coalition military response is 11 days away." Martinez paused, allowing the implications to settle. "I am about to explain why humans avoid war. It's not because we're peaceful. It's not because we're evolved beyond violence. We avoid war because when humans fight, we don't stop until everything that threatens us is completely eliminated." The transmission to the hegemony fleet was brief and delivered in perfectly grammatical Kethmari. "This is Captain Sarah Martinez of the Earth vessel Curiosity. You have 6 minutes to withdraw your forces from Proxima Station and return to hegemony space. This is your only warning." Fleet Commander Zex Khan of the 3rd Hegemony Fleet had never encountered such presumption. A single human research vessel was threatening 800 battle-tested warships. His response was to order an immediate attack on both the station and the impudent human craft. What happened next would be studied in military academies across the galaxy for the next 3 centuries. The Curiosity didn't engage in traditional combat maneuvers. Instead, Captain Martinez initiated what she called Protocol 7, a series of actions that had never appeared in any coalition military database. She used the ship's industrial fusion torch to destabilize Proxima Centauri's magnetic field, triggering a directed coronal mass ejection. The resulting plasma storm, guided by precisely calculated gravitational manipulations, struck the hegemony fleet with the energy equivalent of a stellar detonation. Simultaneously, Martinez had weaponized the ship's geological survey equipment, turning asteroid mining charges into improvised antimatter warheads. The Curiosity's sensor arrays, designed to detect microscopic particles across light years, became targeting systems capable of tracking enemy vessels through hyperspace jumps. But the most terrifying aspect of human warfare wasn't their improvisation or their willingness to use stellar phenomena as weapons. It was their complete indifference to their own survival when protecting others. Martinez piloted her ship directly through the plasma storm she had created, her hull integrity failing, life support systems overloading, crew compartments breaching. Yet she continued engaging enemy targets until every hegemony vessel was either destroyed or fleeing toward the outer system. When coalition reinforcements arrived, they found Proxima Station intact and the Curiosity drifting powerless, its hull scarred by stellar radiation. Captain Martinez's final log entry explained humanity's approach to warfare. "We avoid conflict because war reveals what we truly are. We are the species that survived by killing everything that threatened us on a world that tried to eliminate us for millions of years. When humans go to war, we don't fight to win. We fight to ensure the threat never exists again." Ambassador Velthera updated her diplomatic files with a new classification. Humans avoided war not because they feared it, but because they were too good at it.